In a remote village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a young boy named Aaron. The villagers often spoke of the mighty Mount Kara, whose peak was so high it disappeared into the clouds. They believed no one could ever climb it, and for centuries it stood untouched, a symbol of impossible dreams. From the time he could walk, Aaron was fascinated by the mountain. While others saw it as a barrier, Aaron saw it as a challenge, something calling out to him. He would sit for hours gazing up at the peak, imagining what the world looked like from the top. One day, Aaron approached the village elders and declared, "I will climb Mount Kara." The elders chuckled. "Many have tried, boy. All have failed. It's too dangerous, too treacherous. You will lose yourself to the mountain." But Aaron's heart was set. He knew the journey would be perilous, but he believed in the strength of his will. Determined, he began preparing. Day after day, he trained. He climbed smaller hills, braved harsh weather, and strengthened his body and mind. The villagers watched in amusement, shaking their heads. "It's impossible," they whispered. "He'll never make it." Seasons passed, and finally the day came when Aaron felt ready, with nothing but a pack on his back. He set out for the base of the mountain. The villagers gathered, some offering their last-minute advice, others merely watching, convinced they were witnessing the last time they'd see. As Aaron began his ascent, the mountain threw its worst at him. Icy winds held snow blinded him, and the sharp rocks beneath made every step painful. But Aaron pushed on, driven by an inner fire that refused to be extinguished. Days turned into weeks, and as he climbed higher, the air grew thinner, and his body screamed for him to stop. There were moments when he doubted himself, moments when the temptation to turn back was almost unbearable. But in those moments, he remembered the faces of the villagers, the doubt in their eyes. He wasn't just climbing for himself. He was climbing to prove that the impossible was within reach. One night when Aaron was resting in a small cave, halfway up the mountain, an old man appeared. His face was weathered, and his eyes held the wisdom of the world. "Why do you climb, boy?" the old man asked. Aaron thought for a moment. "To prove that I can." The old man smiled. "The mountain is not your enemy. It is not something to conquer. It's a teacher. Every stone, every gust of wind, every challenge it throws at you is shaping you. The true summit is not but within you." With these words, the old man vanished, leaving Aaron alone with his thoughts inspired. Aaron continued his climb, but now something had changed. He no longer fought against the mountain. He moved with it, understanding that each challenge was an opportunity to grow. After many long weeks, Aaron reached the peak. As he stood on top of Mount Kara, looking out at the endless horizon, tears filled his eyes. It wasn't the view that moved him, but the journey, the growth, the struggle, the perseverance. When Aaron returned to the village, the people could hardly believe their eyes. He was no longer the boy who had left. He was a man who had defied the impossible. The village elders asked, "What did you find at the top?" Aaron smiled and said, "I found myself." From that day on, Mount Kara was no longer a symbol of impossible dreams. It became a reminder that with unwavering willpower, even the greatest challenges could be overcome. Aaron's story spread far and wide, inspiring others to chase their dreams, no matter how insurmountable they seemed. His climb wasn't just a physical journey. It was a testament to the strength of the human spirit. A reminder that the only limits that truly exist are the ones we place on ourselves.